We got the newest team member right here.
What's up?
This is Christy. She's going to basically get Alphalete organized and be more efficient. And she's the missing key to the puzzle to basically rebuild Alphalete, right? So basically what happens when you pull a slingshot back? You release it and it propels forward. So that's exactly what stage the business is in. And man, we're just looking forward to the growth. Shout out Christy.
Let's go.
Hey, how's it going? Diego here, Alphalete Plumbing. We just pulled up to High5 Plumbing, Home Services, Home Fix in Golden, Colorado, Denver, Colorado. Going on a shop visit. Shout out Levi, shout out the whole team. We're excited, let's go.
So the tour I'm gonna give you guys, first of all, I love your brand, great job with it. I love how your trucks look. You've done a great job. And so you're at a Springs or
Colorado Springs.
Springs and
but we
go to Pueblo.
Yeah, we service Pueblo. Like for the lining division, we'll go all over Colorado.
Okay, cool.
I love to serve people, deliver an amazing customer experience. So that's kind of where the business is at today. Cool. You know, like last year we had 30 plus employees. This year we're down to 6 of us, the solid people, the solid core group, because we're rebuilding on that emphasis of home service and cash on delivery, you know? Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, that was the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
Was getting out of construction. Like it was literally the best decision. It's just there's our accounts receivable is always very small.
Yeah.
Like there's very few people that owe us money because we collect all of our money when we're done, right? And it's about creating that experience, right? As long as you can create a great experience, prices are relative.
Yeah.
Push the needle pretty crazy.
That's why we're here, man, is to push the needle. So.
But cool, yeah, no, so thanks for coming. So, but the tour you're gonna get is, before we hire anybody, we do this tour. Because we want everybody to kind of see what they're stepping into.
Sure.
Before we even talk pay scale, schedules, like I want you to know that you're getting into something a little different because High5 is different than anywhere, right? Like, and I'm sure you guys just walking in here can kind of get a little different sense, right, than a normal plumbing company, right? Because we wanted to do things a lot different. Right? They fill out their digital application.
That's cool.
Right? They just scan the QR code. Feel free to document it all, anything you guys want. But yeah, we take pictures. We have them just scan the QR code. That then goes to a spreadsheet that has access to all management, right? So now everybody can make sure that we have everything we needed if we decide to hire this person.
Wow.
Right? So everybody who comes to work at High5, they paint their hand blue or yellow, slap it up on the wall, and then they sign it, right? So whether you're here for 2 weeks, 2 years, 20 years, doesn't matter, your hand goes on the wall.
That's cool,
okay?
Man.
This is version 2.0. Unfortunately, the first hand wall we started to do, so we started this probably back in 2016.
Yeah.
Is when we first started, but we were at a different location. And you know, I'm an implementer. Like I don't take a lot of time. I don't put a lot of thought into things sometimes. So I was like, I want to start having people put their hand up on the wall. And so I literally just like painted the wall and just had people start doing it right on the wall. Well, eventually we didn't own that place and we had to leave.
Yeah, that's super cool.
What's cool about this is if you notice in all of our gear, none of it says plumbing, heating, cooling, electric anywhere. It all just says High5, right? Because what would happen eventually is we had so many people asking us to get like, hey, can I get a hat? Hey, can I get a shirt? That we decided, well, what if we just started an e-commerce website? So we actually, High5 Colorado is our clothing website. So we have a full e-commerce website that people can go and buy the gear. They can have access to any of our styles. And then what we do is any of the profit we make from that website, we give back to our Give program.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's
so
cool,
so
man.
it's we never wanted to run a clothing company, right? But we wanted to build our brand, and when people started wanting it, we were like, well, why not, right? Why not do it? So
what year did you start doing that?
2018. When we said, you know, if we're gonna put content out, we want it to be great content.
Yeah.
So like you even having video is smart.
Yeah.
It's very smart. Not a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah.
It's only gonna put you ahead of the game. As you get there, right? We've been heavily focused on content for a long time. Like you can kind of go and look at our stuff and see we've been putting videos out for a long time.
I've done my homework for sure, man. I've done my homework.
So,
you know what I mean?
So it's really cool. So when we just said, hey, you know, we're gonna put out a lot of content, we wanted to have a quality space to do it, right? Like
nice. How long have you had this space right here, or at least a podcast studio?
So this studio was completed in March of last year.
Nice.
And so we've recorded about 4 podcasts already. Once we get to about 7 podcasts, we'll release our podcast. It's called The Golden Shop.
Nice.
So it's just interviewing business owners, all business owners. Got from any hour.
Yeah.
So being a technician in the field, right, you live off of gas station food. It's just the truth.
It's true.
It's like,
Pretty sad. But
it's sad, but it's the truth, right? You wish that it didn't have to be that way, but the truth of the matter is you're usually living off of gas station.
Can you tell living off a gas station?
Right? So it cost. So there's no markup on it. And now they can just stock up their coolers in the morning and get all their snacks, and they pay for it right there in the corner.
That's super cool, man.
There's always something with free stuff. It takes value out of it.
Right.
Like same thing with business. Like you never want your technicians to give anything for free. Like I may give you a shutoff valve for free, but it's got to be a discussion, right? So this is my wife Cassie. She's the CFO. She's actually who was
Cassie.
messaging you and set it up. So
Diego, such a pleasure to meet you. Yeah. You guys are a real inspiration.
director, he's the one who manages all, fleet vehicles, all materials, all. And we spend a lot of time in this room, right? So like this room.
Yeah, I see you guys, your meetings here all the time.
So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, we train every day. So Tuesdays is how we operate in the home, right? That's our 10 steps to the ultimate high five, right? That's our sales process with her. So it's the 10 steps to the ultimate high five. And this is how we operate in the customer's home, right? Like, how do you talk? How do you present options? When do you overcome objections? That's cool. So this is our Be the Reason Someone High Fives today wall. So ultimately, being High5 Plumbing, we high five our customers, right? Every time we leave a job, we take a selfie high fiving our customers.
Yeah, I see that.
We take thousands and thousands of them. It's a unique way of you setting up with your customer, right?
They remember you.
They remember you.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the whole key is I want them to remember me. I don't want them to go to Google and say, hey, I need my water heater fixed next time.
That's definitely sets you apart from all the other companies out here in Denver. So
we got the cool perfect uniform poster. This is once again just a way you got to show people how you expect them to look, right? That's why we got the mannequin, we got the poster.
And now your techs can wear different variations of the uniforms,
Yes.
right? Just really up to.
Yep, they can wear any one of the jerseys, any one of the 3 jerseys. They can wear any of the 22 hat styles. They can wear any of our 3 different belt styles. And then even in the wintertime, like jackets, like let's say you said, hey, Levi, I really love Carhartt vests. Then I would say, cool, bring me in your vest. I'll pay to get it branded, and then you can wear it.
Cool.
So
Vision boards, huh?
Yep, vision boardable.
That's freaking cool.
So yeah, this is everybody's vision boards. When you come to work at High5, part of your onboarding is making a vision board. Right, that's part of your first 2
And
weeks.
I bet some of those people probably never even heard of what a vision board is, huh? So they're getting introduced to like a different your guys' culture, and I think that's terrific. I think that's great, man.
And you got to remember, they're learning all this before the interview.
Yeah.
For the week, month, year, and it's just rotating. All the technicians also have access to this on their iPad as well. It's a quick way for people to track their KPIs, right? Their key performance indicators. Downstairs is like a ghost town, right? Because it's all field techs. Right, so all of our techs come in, they're out in the field now at this point.
This is where they congregate.
This is where they congregate. So after 10 o'clock, the downstairs is pretty quiet. The upstairs is where all the day-to-day operation is, right? So that's where like warehouse, accounting, call center, dispatch, marketing, everything's upstairs. So we wrapped the toilet just so then that way at least the toilet that the candy's in. And then we started to do like fun things at golf tournaments where like, so whenever we sponsor a hole at a golf tournament, we do the furthest drive off the toilet. So you have to sit on the toilet and like whoever can drive the furthest will win the prize. And so like now it's just a fixture. So now
that's crazy.
Well, this is like we're gonna have to get a second toilet because we're running one's not enough. So. So at the top of the stairs here, the first thing we talked about is the CARES program. Right, so this was the program I was telling you guys that all the profit from the clothing store goes back to. Okay, so
and how long you been doing that? Since 18?
18, yeah. March of 2018, we picked our first nonprofit. We've given back over $120,000 now. So really cool to kind of see some of the things on there. So like, the first thing we like to point out is this, right? So this was on our 2018 vision board. You can see the building we got, and this is now the building we're in.
Wow.
So and it's crazy when you even look at like.
That's cool, bro.
So that's why you got to be clear. Like so, like if somebody says I want to buy a new house, the question as a leader you have to ask them is, well, what kind of house? Do you want it to be 2-story or do you want it to be ranch? Do you want it to have a basement? You can See, all of our technicians have business cards or baseball cards.
Oh, that's so when they give a card out to
The customer, it's like their
Did you see
baseball
that?
card.
this is their card as a technician
That's
that
their
they give.
business cards.
Yeah, business card that they give to anybody, clients. That's super cool.
Turtles are my jam. Ultimate Warrior. Like, it just...
Man, this is cool, man.
so, right, so we have a 3-person marketing team.
In-house marketing.
Yeah, in-house marketing.
You guys still with Rhino?
We're not with Rhino, we're with a company called Alphalete. This is Thomas, our marketing director.
Hi,
What's up, brother? Diego, man.
Thomas, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So he's the one
going?
who
Hi.
pretty much runs
Thomas.
all of the
Hi, Thomas.
marketing. He
Nice to
makes
meet
all the
you.
decisions. Kellen, and he's our creative designer in there. He's the one who does all the creative. So Kellen.
You know that when you're out there,
right?
man.
So it's once again, so it's just about having them see where it is, right? And what's going to be possible and what we're trying to do. So break room behind you guys. This is the accounting department. We have a 2-person accounting team. This is Alex. She's
Hey.
she's been here since.
How are you?
She worked up. She started in a warehouse, went to call center, dispatch, office director, service manager. Now she's an accounting manager.
So she's a very key individual in this business, right?
Yeah, she's been around. She probably knows how to operate it second closest to me. Everywhere, right? And we actually did our mission on purpose, right? Like, your team has to be the only thing that you're worried about impacting. Because if you can't, like, move the needle in your team's life, then it's going to be hard to really move the needle anywhere else, right?